Hi everybody, I am Mike Martin. With us again today is John Fanning, our wine buyer, and we'd like to welcome you to episode 57, and this is Riesling month.
Yeah, Summer of Riesling. Summer of Riesling was a promotion started by a New York City restaurant owner, a sommelier named Paul Greco, who's kind of a Riesling, I think he calls himself the Riesling Overlord. This is an unofficial title. And I don't really know, maybe 4 years ago he started the Summer of Riesling to get restaurants, bars, and retailers to focus specifically on Riesling, which he, as many people see, is the greatest white grape in the world. So since he started that several years ago, it's kind of spread out overseas and throughout the country, and we've signed on this year. So we're going to take all of July and just really promote Riesling from all around the world.
Yeah, and on my Thursday tastings, I'll be tasting 3 or 4 of them, and then I'll do a couple reds from somewhere else. And for the Finger Lakes, Riesling pretty much rules in my book.
Fits pretty well, you know, being that one of the greatest regions in the world is right in our own backyard, right?
Yeah. So this first one is Dr. Konstantin Frank, probably not a strange wine to anybody at this point. This is their semi-dry, and we're going to use the 2011. We just got this vintage in, and we are selling this for $11.99.
$11.99.
No score on this wine.
No rating on it. No. Dr. Frank is as far as the Finger Lakes, a relatively young region goes. The first producer. They're celebrating their 50th anniversary, actually right now this year. Dr. Konstantin Frank was a Eastern European immigrant who kind of proved everybody wrong that vinifera vines could survive in this climate, specifically colder climate. Grapes such as Riesling really kind of put the Finger Lakes on the map.
Yeah,
and it's been around this 50th vintage.
It's just like peach and apple just explodes from the glass. This again is their semi-dry. Residual sugar about 2%, I think.
The acid is there.
Yeah.
Not cloyingly sweet. Lots of stone fruit, minerality. It's better than I remember this one ever being. It's fantastic. 2011 is also a very tough year for the Finger Lakes. Not considered a good vintage. Some better producers were able to still pull out. Obviously
Because it was so warm. Or
rain.
Oh yeah, the rain we had early.
Yep,
yeah,
tons and tons of rain.
That's right.
Grapes never really dried out, but with proper sorting and proper skill, obviously great wines were still made.
Yeah,
perfectly so.
Yeah, this is very, very good, and we're gonna contrast it with a very big selling German Riesling from Dr. Lucen, and he is producing this wine from the Mosel area in Germany. This runs $9.99. This was a rated wine. His 2010 vintage is 90 points wine enthusiast. So with a little more residual sugar, I think, and less alcohol, I think this is going to be a bit sweeter.
Yeah. So Finger Lakes to Germany, we're doing the 2 doctors, the Dr. Frank to the Dr. L. Lucen Winery has been around for over 200 years. Make lots of very higher end single vineyard Rieslings. The Dr. L is their, as we said, entry level blend of several properties that they own, known as kind of their just benchmark entry level, really delicious, easy to drink.
I actually prefer the Konstantin Frank, maybe because it's a little drier. It just seems like it's more focused for me.
I agree. This is fruit and high acid, not terribly complex, delicious, just not a
it just shows how
deep wine.
How well they make wine there. Yeah,
it's
it's pretty amazing.
Cool comparison between a extremely the home of Riesling and now a region that's been around really only for 50 years or so.
Are these Rieslings, I don't know, sometimes people say, I don't like sweet. Well, they're just, for the Konstantin Frank at least, it just has a little bit of sweetness to it, and they're so good with foods.
Absolutely.
I will typically, especially the Konstantin Frank, I would serve this with anything that's a little bit salty or spicy.
Sure.
Asian
Thai
food.
Yeah.
Certainly goes well with turkey. It goes well with mild cheeses. I don't know, any kind of Asian spices. Ham would be another good thing. There's a lot of uses for them, and I really like. Maybe even the Dr. Lucen I would prefer, but with anything apple, like apple turnovers or apple crisp.
Riesling, without a doubt, the most food-friendly white wine, probably the most food-friendly wine in the world. The acidity of the fruit, the low alcohol generally. Yeah, so we'll be showcasing Rieslings all throughout the month. We'll do a couple more videos, I imagine.
Yes.
And yeah, Summer
Yeah,
of
so I'll be
Riesling
doing
2012.
some areas like Alsace, and we'll do Washington State,
Sure.
and maybe some more Australia.
Yes, more New York.
And we're still rolling with the Diddley Bow, so don't forget that. That's a great bottle. Okay, well, thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time. Thanks.